to tell you how appalled I am that today, on the occasion of the Speaker granting all the political parties represented in this Council on the occasion of the Speaker granting all the political parties represented in this Council an opportunity to pay tribute to the recently deceased Mamawini Nomzamo Madikizela Mandela, and then upon the request of a number of political organizations that the time was extended to allow political parties to pay tribute to the commemoration of the murder of Chris Hani and the hanging of Solomon Mahlangu. All three of those topics are worthy of us paying respect. And the Council proceeded with each political party, one after the other, being given the opportunity to pay their respects. And then, when the Patriotic Alliance was paying their respect, the interjections began. And when Councillor Banga, speaking on behalf of the Democratic Alliance, proceeded to pay his respects and to convey our condolences, their behaviour descended into what can only be described as unacceptable in a democratic dispensation. But apart from not being unacceptable or not being acceptable in a democratic dispensation, it can only be described as utterly disrespectful and disgraceful on the occasion of all of us being given an opportunity to pay our respects. This morning, our coalition caucus had the benefit of being addressed by Reverend Kenneth Meshwe from the African Christian Democratic Party. And he appealed to us to do two things. He appealed to us to be exemplary in our representation of the people as elected office bearers. That was his first request. And his second request was very simply for us to disappoint those that wanted this council to descend into chaos. So when the Speaker convened the meeting this morning, he made it quite clear that he wanted this debate to proceed. It had been stalled for 8 hours at the last occasion by the very people who were sponsoring the motions. He wanted the matter to be debated and discussed, but that he was not going to tolerate the same chaos as what happened last time. And very abundantly clearly, the people who have now allowed this council again to degenerate into chaos, and the irony is they blame the Speaker. I really want to appeal to the media that were present there today to tell the story as it is. Was it the Speaker who wanted to collapse the council, or was it the opposition parties who wanted to collapse the council? Please report it as it is. There was a clear strategy. One hand went up after the other to make sure that the council descended into chaos. I want to commend all of my coalition parties, who all of them had to pay their respects with some interjection and humming and disgraceful conduct in the background. But for Councillor Banga, he was drowned out completely. But all of them heeded Reverend Meshwe's appeal to us to be exemplary and to not disappoint by letting that descend into chaos. I believe we conducted ourselves without any blemish in that council chamber, and that the people who have conducted themselves disgracefully, I hope, will be exposed by the media for what they did. Because we really now need to start calling a spade in politics in South Africa. Those responsible for chaos must accept the responsibility for causing chaos. And those who can conduct themselves properly will start gaining the respect of the people in this country. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are all ready for this debate. We were ready for the debate the last time we met. We were ready to debate the motions today. But we are not going to be held to ransom by people who cannot respect democratic outcomes. The democratic outcomes are that we have a coalition government in the city, and the coalition government has got work to do. We are going back to work. We are not going to be held to ransom in that council chamber by people who don't have the courage of their convictions or the support for their chaotic and disrespectful and unacceptable behavior. Thank you.
Ngizolilwela Izwela Ngizolilwela bo Izwela me Izwela me